go play action here on first down. And his first look is incomplete. Rookie wideout T. Higgins, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
An incomplete pass leads to second and 10 from the 25. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
A gain of 3, second down.
Brings up second and 7 at the Browns' 43-yard line.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. Here's Burrow. Now Burrow loses the football. And this is picked up by the Browns. And nothing but daylight ahead. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. They'll give it to Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns have taken the early lead. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns.
Makes the score Browns 7, Bengals nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken in the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch him work, watch him hate, watch him work, can't relate. Watch him stir out the mud, out the dirt, above the waters, in the murks, out the gate, on site. Red, green, red, tight, set the bar, take flight.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
You always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On second down, Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
And it's 3rd down.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a
10 yards there on a Bengal first.
A Bengal first.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now Burrow on first down. Throw left side complete. It's Boyd. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Tyler Boyd. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
This will make it into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. To throw, Mayfield. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
8 yards there and a first down.
Nice grab there by Kareem Hunt. It's going to be fun to watch him expand his game here in 2020. Versatile in the passing game, can carry it on the ground as well. Remember, he only played about half the season in 2019, 37 catches and a touchdown during that time. He's going to find more snaps this year and really expand this offense.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. Jesse Bates made the tackle from his safety spot. From the 37, they work on 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 37-yard line.
Mayfield firing quickly. It's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch for the NFL's catch leader after 1 week, and it's a first down.
37-yard line.
Under a minute to go, clock running at a back-and-forth first quarter of play. On first down, they'll run with Hunt. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory.
The ball carrier.
And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
9-yard line.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
On 2nd down, it's Hunt, and he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Seven, our score after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Hey, you got 3,
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete into the hands of Higgins. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Chubb.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he is going to be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bengals 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And a nice carry and a 1st down for Cleveland. A nice pickup there by Nick Chubb, who's a bright spot for this Cleveland offense. He finished 2nd in the league in rushing in 2019 with nearly 1,500 yards on the ground and got into the end zone 8 times. And how about this for durability? Has not missed a game in his NFL career. What a bounce back from a big-time knee injury while at the University of Georgia.
A good run by Chubb on 1st down as he'll get about 6 yards there.
The give to Nick Chubb.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. They'll try to throw here. Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. 2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. On 1st down, Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Kareem Hunt.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
Partner, in our years together, we've never really run into a player that's admitted a doubt or a lack of confidence, right? But right now, I'm just wondering about that interior line because on defense, they're starting to get manhandled at the point of attack. Do they have it in them to figure a way to reverse the tide? Because right now, they're running the ball at will.
And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a 2nd touchdown already in the 1st half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a 2nd. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal.
Check it back. Switch.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
Third and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Browns have taken the lead. Now Parkey for the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
That's the score. Browns 14, Bengals 7.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
Now it's Burrow. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 12 more yards there and another first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Cincinnati.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. Actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. To the air again, Burrow. He finds his running back, Mixon. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Throwing now, Burrow on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From the 10. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half. And there's a completion to Austin Hooper. What a big-time acquisition for this offense in Cleveland. Came from Atlanta as a two-time Pro Bowler, had nearly 800 yards in receptions and 6 touchdowns last year, and he spends a lot of time with his quarterback in order for them to get on the same page on every snap.
Now a man open down the middle of the field, and he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. And they will have a first down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the red zone now, Mayfield quickly into the hands of Beckham. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
First down.
They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over.
And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
And how about that for just running out the clock? The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
First down, Bengals.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. This time, Burrow will look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that PI call will give them one more play.
And it'll be an untimed play as well. Now the half will end after this one, unless there's another defensive penalty.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. They'll throw now on the final play. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
John Ross, as time expires in the first half. And the Bengals have broken our tie as they take the lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
To kick off for Cincinnati.
The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And the interception last time on the opponent's side of the field, certainly not what they wanted.
That is so frustrating because that signifies there's a drive going on. You're in good spot, great place to run some of your best offense. Instead, they turn the ball over.
They turned the ball over last time. See if they can avoid doing it here.
You can fall or you can stand firm. I'm a real one, so I ain't concerned. I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back to my feet and get
I got you, punk.
Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 and a first down.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
28. Browns 14.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started, and they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense will get back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Check back. Mike 55, Mike 55. Hey, 133.
Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Open man is Higgins. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, Mayfield. And Mayfield again with the interception, his third. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six for a Bengals TD.
Randy Bullock lining up for the point out.
So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Browns take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And fresh off the pick six. They've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
He comes back to the... Those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
Deep in there, right? Yeah. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Mayfield looks to throw. That's out to Chubb, complete. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
Nick Chubb.
It'll be a pickup of just 2. And just like that, it's third down. Mayfield to throw it. And that is incomplete.
But we saw that he had a lot of success last week throwing the football, but that hasn't translated to this week. But with his team behind, I don't expect him to back off. I expect him to keep firing.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here first and 10.
39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. Once again, they run with Mixon. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Larry Ogunjobi on the tackle in his 4th year now out of the University of Charlotte. A big part of this young Browns defense.
On third down, Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on third down, picking up 26 yards.
26 yards.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
First down. Here's Burrow. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's second down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow, letting one go deep for the end zone.
Here we go.
And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Silver. Point it right. Heavy on the edges.
Throwing, Mayfield. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Right there on the coverage was the safety, Jesse Bates.
And that's a nice job there, because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down.
4th down.
Here's Jamie Gillen now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. It's a 43-yard punt, a return of 5, and out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 39-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. That's caught by Hollister. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
35.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much through the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Got a man open, it's Ross. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Dancing to his left. Now Burrow loses the football. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this is taken at the 23. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt. Certainly not what he wanted. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Now this one was running back out of the backfield. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37, gain of 9. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
43-yard line.
Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun.
Number 27.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
From the 41, Mayfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back him up 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. Going deep downfield for Ross. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Carl Joseph. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
2nd and inches.
They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass complete to Higgins. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain there of 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Mayfield finding Beckham. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. A gain of 6 there on first.
Out of bounds.
And there's a good catch by Odell Beckham Jr. And in 2019, even though it was one of the least productive seasons of his career, he was still a 1,000-yard receiver for the 5th time. Also caught the longest reception of his career as well. An 89-yard touchdown against the Jets on a Monday night. Explosive is Odell Beckham Jr.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Mayfield down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. William Jackson with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
1st and 10.
And I'm starting to wonder, Charlie, 5 interceptions. Is that the last that we've seen of him?
Well, I think that a lot of people hope that's the last they've seen of him in this game, probably including himself. If this were baseball, the manager would have been at the mound already and asked for the ball, and he'd be in there getting a shower. But in football, you might have to go stand on the sideline and watch the rest of it and see if your backup can do any better.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Well, it may seem a little unorthodox to some people. Got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, let's just run the football, be conservative. He's sticking to his game plan.
No, that is his game, and that's what they're going to ride.
And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
The 48.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A quick throw now complete to Ross. There he goes right side. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. John Ross, 49 yards. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bengals 42, Browns 14.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The return. The Browns take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And in enemy territory last time through the interception. We'll see what they do on this drive.
Can't wait to see how it alters what they decide to do in play calling. Do they continue to throw the ball? Do they want to lean more on the running game? It'll be an interesting sequence of plays that they've got coming up.
Does it often affect the play calling with the interception? How much does that change what you do?
I think it does depending on why the interception was thrown. Sometimes it's just a matter of the defense made a great play, so you continue to come back. But if it's on you, if the offense just doesn't have the...
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Sean Williams. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats.
Into these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. They'll try it again now after the 5-yard walk-off. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Makes the score Bengals 49, Browns 14. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
36. Line 36. Down to lose one.
Back to it after the pick six, Mayfield. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Number 24.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. On 3rd down, Mayfield. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. It's taken to the 26. That'll be a 43-yard punt, but a net of just 33 following a 10-yard return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
Oh, you got to do better than that.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. There were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Nice job there by Tyler Boyd finishing off the connection on the throw. Over 1,000 yards receiving each of the last 2 seasons with 90 catches in 2019. Was thought to be a complimentary receiver, but with A.J. Green out much of the time, he became a reliable and consistent target.
Now it's Burrow. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Joe Burrow sacked. A loss of 13 yards. Another